Hello, welcome to Rekosaurus Rex, the channel where we review and discuss all things dinosaur and other prehistoric animals. How are you guys doing? I am doing well. It's been all good ever since we last saw one another and finished up the Beast of the Mesozoic Tyrannosaur Wave 3 series. And I tried my hand via a dual channel video last go around with my first kaiju offering on any of my channels. That was for Godzilla Minus One. It was good to try that experiment to see how it would be received, and I'll have to admit that even though there was no great shakes on either channel, it definitely wasn't received here. You guys have spoken. You're not interested in kaiju on this channel, despite the fact that most of those monsters, if you will, were based fictitiously, of course, in prehistory. So there'll be no more kaiju or Godzilla related content on this channel. I'll save that for my primary channel. Not that that was great shakes either, but it was way more, by about a factor of 200 times more received than here on that other channel. So I'll just keep it there if I choose to do any more of content like that. So we're back to just dealing with genuine prehistoric animals and dinos, and that segues into this. You see what we got going on right here in front of us. Offering from Rebor, it is the dire wolf, and this I only got one. There are two of them. You have this version, which is more of a dire wolf for the Arctic or wintertime. This is really more of the like a fantasy kind of dire wolf. You could actually what I'm trying to say is associate this particular version with the dire wolf that was seen in Game of Thrones. Yes. And so, yeah, kind of a more fantasy style. I felt more inclined to get this version because of the Game of Thrones A, and B, I think it would look dope in a wintry scene. So yeah, this is as you can see right there in the packaging, it reads Dire Wolf Fantasy. The name for this guy is Havallagata. And yeah, it's a 111 by 1 scale, and you see what that looks like. Now, as far as the primary or the more accurate, if you will, version of the dire wolf, which is the other coloration that they have there, it would be low roar, as you see right here. And I may get it at one day. I may get this, especially since I purchased both Smilodons when it came out. But you can see, obviously, besides the coloration, the differences. Just look at the heads. You see how that head looks, kind of a shortened snout. When you look at this one, the snout is a little bit longer, and it's got more furry highlights. But enough of that. Let's take a look at the actual model. And here is our dire wolf on a rotating base, so you can see what we've got going on here. And this is definitely a lovely piece. I'm very happy that I got it in this coloration. I'm going to like the other one if and when I get it too, but in terms of a first choice, if I had to pick one, I'm glad I picked this one. It definitely it looks meaty for sure. Dire wolves were big. They were some big canines for sure, and they were pretty savage. And especially if I'd have to look it up. I'm sure that they also hunted in packs. Canines are pack animals. They're very social, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did, which would make them even more formidable when they would go after whatever it is that they would go after. This particular model, you probably note the head. This is how the model came out of packaging. You see that it has it's a closed mouth, but it's a teeth bearing, as you can see right there. So yeah, this is how it came out of packaging. We get 2 additional head sculpts, and I will demonstrate the model with those other 2 head sculpts a little bit later on. But for right now, as we one last rotation, take in how it looks 360 before we look at our dire wolf close up. Okay, starting at the head, you get a look straight on at that. That's a grin for you right there. For real, but it looks great. I think it looks great. You can see how the eyes look, the teeth though, the way it's got its lip curled. This is something else. The teeth got that yellowish type of staining going on, but it's definitely bearing its teeth. The colorations are great. You've got grays, and I'll call it Arctic whites, or it's an even, it's gray, but then you look there at the chin. You've got the fur that's really hanging off the chin. That's what's different between this and the low roar version. Definitely the sculpting of the fur, the eyes. Look at that. That just looks crazy. Looks very realistic to me. Nice, the ears. Then you go down the body. You look at the top there. You could see you've got more of that, combination of different shades of gray. And down the forelimb, you see the fur coming off at the back of that forelimb. And let's see what we could see in terms of the claws. Of course, it's canine, so their claws are always exposed. Always exposed. The crazy thing is, with Smilodon, a lot of people don't know. They know that cats have their claws retracted. Saber-toothed cats didn't. But enough about that. That was just something I thought about because we've got claws exposed here on our resident canine. You can see the fur hanging off the going down towards the underbelly, and going back, that rear leg, nice and powerful, as that right leg it's stepping off on. And then the tail, nice bushy tail. It still has that coloration. Let's look at the underbelly real quick. Some nice fur going on there. And this is a male, as you can see. So I can refer to it as he. And then here we have on the other side, its left side, that left leg pushing off, or landing, I should say. And got some nice coloration there. More of that fur at the bottom. It's looking really good. It looks like it definitely has its Arctic coat, its winter coat on. And then look at what we got going on here at the neck, the tufts of fur going on there, and so on and so forth. So that, as I back him up so it can be all the way in our shot there, that's our dire wolf, the Arctic version. And here's what he looks like with his mouth closed and, totally closed. No gums, no teeth, no nothing. Looks pretty nice. Turn to the side so you can see what that looks like. So yeah, you get a very different type of visage with that. Still looks very nice looking head on. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'm really loving this. So stick him back there. He looks very, very nice that way. And the third and final head, the bottom jaw got out of the picture because it's actually open. So let me back him up. And here's with the mouth fully opened. Now look at that visual. Very nice. Looking inside the mouth. Painted very nice. Got the paint wet look going. And once again, those yellowish kind of teeth. Looking at the side there, catch that profile. Very, very, very nice. Let's look at it from the other side. Its left side. Yes, this is a very nice model of an ancient canine dire wolf. And this scene right here is what I imagined and is one of the primary reasons why I got this version of dire wolf to match it up with that version of Smilodon. And if you're thinking that the saber-toothed cat looks way too big, it was not. Not this species. This is Smilodon populator, the largest species of Smilodon. There were 3 different species, and they all stepped up. So this right here is the largest species of them. Very, very big, bigger than larger than lions and tigers. Oh my! I'm not going to say bears because even if it matched any sizes of we'll call them contemporary modern day bears, prehistoric bears were pretty big too. So you see the size difference between populator and our fantasy dire wolf, which is the same size as the basic one. But this is the scene that I envisioned. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below about this scene together. This is going to it's going to go in a detolf. I'll figure out a detolf to put these in like this. I think this is a great scene. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. My final thoughts on the Rebor Fantasy Havallagata dire wolf, or Arctic or Ice Age, whatever you want to look at it as. The dire wolf, this model is very, very nice. A very beautiful model. Very nice. I'm glad I chose this version. I would have been happy with the other version too, but this one really caught my eye, and it's continuing to move me. The different shades of gray to give it that prepared for cold weather and snow look is top notch to me. The detail with the fur is just crazy. I think the pose, I didn't even mention about the pose when I went over the details. The pose is nice. It's a stalking pose. Depending on the head you're using, like right now, it looks like it's basically stalking and looking down on unsuspecting prey. And I think that is a very good look. But then this head sculpt, the one that it came in packaging with, already attached with the teeth bearing, is also a great look too. I mean, you can't really go wrong with any of the head sculpts. So if you get this model, be prepared to periodically just change out the heads, because like I said, you can't go wrong, and you're going to want to display your dire wolf with all of the heads, the mouth closed, the gritting of the teeth, and of course the straight up roaring slash growling slash attacking head sculpt. They all look great. They're all winners. This model itself is a winner. If I have a caveat, it's that when you attach the heads, they don't necessarily look flush with the rest of the body. As tightly as I can get the head attached to the rest of the body, you can still see the seam. And of course, the bad thing is once you know it's there, you really can't unsee it. But it's still an excellent model. It definitely goes well with the Ice Age Smilodon, and even the regular one. If you get the regular one, you can match it up, both regular models, the regular dire wolf and the quote-unquote regular Smilodon, or mix and match however you want to. So yeah, the choice really is yours. And in case you wanted to see the plane, which is the official name for the this brown Smilodon plane, as in planes, not plain as in it's plain and ordinary, you get it. But here's what it would look like with that. So like I said, you can mix and match if you already have the plain version of Smilodon and you're really favoring the fantasy version of the dire wolf. So now you see what they look like together. Anyway, that will do it for this review. Please like the video, give a thumbs up, especially if you like it. Leave your comments below. What do you think about the fantasy dire wolf, Havallagata? And yeah, do you plan on getting one? Were you on the fence? Has this review convinced you one way or the other? Let me know down below. Also, if you want to know when I upload another video, hit the notification bell down below. And anybody that hasn't done so, don't forget to subscribe on your way out for sure. Or next time on your way in, whatever the case might be. So yes, that'll do it for this review. My dire wolf is looking great. It's going to look great in the shelf wherever I decide to pose it. And it's going to be posed with the Smilodon. It's going to be posed with the Arctic Smilodon for sure. Yeah, looking forward to that. So until next time, take care, guys.